All right, here we go. I'm a little all over the place today, so I apologize, but welcome to Weight Loss Reimagined Session 4. Today we are leaving the science behind a little bit, and we are going to be doing more journaling, more self-reflection, and a little bit of a longer hypnosis so that we can meet our inner child and learn how our inner child may be responsible for some of our limiting beliefs, or our challenges with habit change, or more specifically in this case, our challenges with weight loss and our self-perception. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap that up. You can always save it for later. It's coming back to that exercise. Okay, and so now we'll move into our hypnosis portion. All right, and so we'll begin as we did last week, sitting comfortably in your chair. This one might be best to recline, so you want to make sure that your head is supported, because as we get so relaxed, it can be hard to hold your head up. Okay, so if you want to even recline on your bed, or if you have a reclining chair, that would be really nice for you. So go ahead, and if you have glasses on, you will want to take them off for this. It does affect our hypnosis, and making sure our legs are uncrossed and that we are not chewing any gum. Okay, and I just have the black screen on because we are going to be using the spot on the ceiling to help get into hypnosis. Okay, so you'll want to be sitting comfortably, but you'll want to look up a little bit toward at the ceiling, just finding a spot. Just find a spot, letting your eyes rest on that spot. Just keep focusing on it without moving your eyes. And while you keep looking at that spot, perhaps wandering away from it, but always coming back to it with your eyes in an easygoing and comfortable way, you can become aware of the muscles around your eyes, how they are holding your eyes up, and your eyelids, and what they feel like. And you may blink a bit more frequently, and your breathing might get deeper as you relax. And now, as your eyes are resting on that spot on the ceiling, attracting your focus, your mind wrapped around the idea of that spot on the ceiling where your eyes are resting, the eyelids may perhaps become heavy, or your eyes want to close. But I don't want you to close them just yet. Let them remain open. And blinking even more frequently now. And you might wonder if that blink is slower than normal. And lots of people, as they begin to enter hypnosis, find that their focus becomes increasingly fuzzy. Their vision gets blurry. And as you look at that spot on the ceiling, you might see that it begins to waver. Or maybe you see it blurring, or that spot changes shape or color. You may have noticed that your arms and legs are getting heavy as your eyelids get heavier and heavier. And as you think about how nice it would be to allow your eyes and eyelids to relax and close your tired eyes, as you focus your eyes on that spot, and as they become more tired and heavier and more fatigued, and when you feel ready, close your eyes. Closing your eyes means that you can relax now. It feels so good, so peaceful, as you really let yourself relax. Breathing in for just a moment, and breathing out, allowing the relaxation to double throughout your entire body, going deeper and deeper into a wonderful state of relaxation. Deeper and deeper, all the way. And so at 5, your body relaxes. 4, your mind is letting go. 3, feeling emotionally calm. 2, 1, 0, deep sleep. And just coming back to your breath here, inhaling and exhaling, choosing the breath pattern that works for you. You feel connected inside, and you're giving yourself permission to allow me to guide you. And now bring your attention to the top of your head, allowing a sense of relaxation to wash down over your scalp, forehead, temples, eyelids, and cheeks, relaxing your jaw. As this sense of calm and peace continues to release and relax the neck muscles all the way through your shoulders, softening them along the way. Pay no attention to any outside sounds except my voice, for these outside sounds are everyday sounds of life and cannot distract or disturb you, but will tend to relax you and allow you to go even deeper into this heavy relaxation. And now allow this sense of relaxation to continue down your upper arms, elbows, forearms, as it relaxes and releases any tension from your wrists, hands, and all the way to the tips of your fingers. As that sense of relaxation now continues, bringing calm and peace to your chest area, helping to open it up and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Now it continues down through your solar plexus and your belly area, bringing an unwinding and letting go. Your breathing becomes very deep, gentle, and rhythmic, and the drowsy, sleepy, daydreaming feeling of relaxation takes over. Letting go, drifting down, deeper and deeper. Allow that calming sense of relaxation to continue through your hips and pelvis, releasing any tension. And as this wonderful feeling of calm continues to travel down your thighs, helping to relax your big muscles all the way to the smallest of muscles, you allow the relaxation to deeply calm your knees, shins, and calves. And as the sense of peace deeply relaxes your ankles, heels, arches, and loosens up every single one of your toes to the very tips. And as I count down from 5 to 0, each count will represent deep relaxation, and you will feel the body relaxing even more and letting go deeper and deeper. And when I reach 0, you will go deep asleep. And now 5, letting go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, deep sleep. And go ahead and imagine or visualize a staircase, some steps going down, and you can go down those steps safe and secure. Imagine that you're standing at the top of that staircase, so relaxed. And because you are so relaxed, you feel free from all tension, anxiety, and fear. You now realize that you are more confident and surer of yourself because you have taken steps towards helping yourself. You feel this strength from within, motivating you to overcome any and every obstacle that may stand in the way of your happiness and your health. You find that from this moment on, you have more self-control. You now face every situation in a calm, relaxed state of mind. Your thinking is very clear and sharp, at all times. You feel that your self-respect and confidence are expanding more and more each and every day in every way. And you now realize that in the past, your old habit of emotional eating or ignoring your self-care or excusing away the time to do movements or any other bad habit that was holding you back from achieving your goal was an escape and a weakness that you are now replacing with confidence, strength, and self-control. You are becoming a truly happy person now, with a positive attitude towards life. You are succeeding now, and you have all the abilities necessary for success. You are succeeding at implementing your new habits. It brings you joy to know you are caring for yourself. And so now we will descend down our staircase with 10 steps. And let's start with our left foot down at 10, 9, everything slowing down, 8, letting it all go, 7, more and more relaxed, 6, nothing to do, nothing to think about, step 5, deeper and deeper, 4, so relaxed, 3, drowsy and drifting, 2, almost there, 1, and then 0, deep sleep. And so now, calmly and comfortably continuing to release and let go. The door of imagination has seemed to be closed tightly, and now, with some new feelings of stronger support within, that door begins to slowly open a little, and a fresh new breeze begins blowing through, opening up to the idea of becoming self-empowered. Any or all of the senses begin heightening. Wonder what that means, becoming self-empowered. Some might say it means becoming fully capable, no matter what. It's as though a person completely and thoroughly owns themselves. They follow their own unique inner compass, and it all moves them forward into thriving. Noticing that the direction of this way or that way is given, and inner knowing says all. And they know it comes from that deep inner voice within. Their imagination begins to set the tone of going forward, securely, comfortably, because of the ease and effortlessness of self-ownership, self-empowerment. Isn't it interesting and perhaps important to hear what some might say becoming self-empowered is all about? And sooner than later, an image begins to form of what that seems like. An image of a self-empowered being starts becoming clearer, imagining it to be so. How would it seem? What are the essentials of an image like that? As the image of the self-empowered being begins to take shape and form, how does it feel to be with it? Letting it know how it feels to be with it can be a silent communication within. And perhaps the self-empowered being image will respond back in a way that resonates. Perhaps even to trade places with this image for a few moments might possibly bring forward more understanding of the idea of self-empowerment. If it is feeling right, imagining the exchanging to allow for difference looks through different eyes, to be experiencing what it is like looking through self-empowerment eyes into the world. How does the world look from here? What is noticed? What is felt? And then, in just right timing, changing back into what has been normal, natural, and yet how does it seem now? Anything new or different? Familiar? What's the same? What's the awareness and understanding from this exchange? Imagine next getting a sense of standing alongside the image of the self-empowered being at the top of another staircase, sensing the energy of the image, connecting to the substance of the self-empowered being. And with every step down, there is a surge of knowledge and a power flowing together in reinforcement. And so moving down the stair steps together at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deepening into the positive domain, any negatives have dissipated. Everything is positively reinforced, and there is now a joining, a reuniting to something always meant to be. Emerging and reconnecting to being at one with the self-empowered being, inside out and outside in. All is in the oneness of the self-empowered being. Connecting, sensing, believing in being self-empowered means no matter where, what, when, or how, there's always the sense to be hearing the voice within, saying which way to turn, this way or that way. These whispers become the inner knowing, solid and sure. There's always the feeling of following the unique inner compass, allowing the right thing to be found in just right timing. The ease and effortlessness of self-ownership alone is empowering and becomes more so with each and every day. And so now, let's reconnect with our breath, inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the deep calm wash over you. And we are going to come back to our inner child. What if you could sit down and chat with your inner child? Somewhere comfy and cozy, in just the right room. Allow this conversation to be full of trust and love all around and all through. You and your inner child connect and communicate for stronger, positive experience in life as you go forward. So imagine and visualize this is all coming about. Let the images freely arise as you bring it to life. Imagine yourself sitting with your inner child. Create a cozy, comfortable, safe place. Maybe you're facing each other. Maybe you're sitting next to each other. What would you like to ask this child that you once were? How does the child respond to you? And when you hear their answer, how does it feel? And maybe your inner child asks you a question. What is it? And how would you answer? And then, what would matter most to you that you could let the child know? Visualize and imagine how the child might respond to this. And next, imagine that your inner child let you know the thing that matters most to them. And just allow that conversation to happen. We'll take a few more moments of silence and stillness to allow for more communication between you and your inner child. Remembering that in your imagination anything can happen if you let it. And for now, let's really appreciate the child you once were. And for sure, the child you once were truly appreciates you as well. And check out if anything more needs to happen before we close this imagining. Maybe you need to give your inner child a hug or a handshake or your letter that you wrote them. And when the feeling of completion is here, let all the images fade for now, yet the strength of them stays with you. And as we reinforce it all at 0, and then let's bring the good, the positive, and the true back with you into the conscious outer awake state, now at 1, with a deep cleansing breath in and release. 2, realizing where you are, the room you are in, and fully back to your whole self. 3, feeling very good with a sense of well-being. 4, more alert and awake. And now 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open and wide awake and alert. All right, you have cameras off, so I just want to make sure you're alert. So we'll clap, snap, and then we can say our names. So make sure that we are fully out of the hypnotic state. Amazing, awesome, and thank you so much for being here today. If you want to take a few minutes on your own to finish journaling or journal about the conversation you just had with your inner child, please feel free. Next week is Easter, which I keep forgetting, so I will send out an alternative time for us to meet so that I do not interrupt any family time that's happening on next Sunday. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon.